Hello, everyone! So today, we're going to take a look at the Age of the Primes, aerial bots, and Superion. So our main goal for today is basically show you guys how to transform all aerial bots into their combined forms, and of course combine them into Superion. Now, I have all 5 of them in their alt modes right here. I'm going to line them up all at the back, because we're going to start with the accessory of Silverbolt, not Superion. So Silverbolt was priced at a commander price point because he had this and this as an accessory. So this is Superion's gun, which we will use. I'll show you how to put it on Superion later. So I'll set this aside for now. And this is basically part of the jet mode. You can combine it with Silverbolt's jet mode, and this can be like somewhat of a fortress as well. But Superion, just a little background, is a skeletal combiner or a frame combiner. So he has this frame that you can just basically attach the other aerial bots to. Unlike Devastator, who we literally combine each figure or each transformer to form Devastator. This guy has one skeletal frame, which I'm going to show you right now. Now this is basically the skeletal frame. We just need to detach all of this into its respective parts. So first off, we're going to remove this and this. Oops. This will be Superion's thigh, as you can see. This will be the thigh part, and this is his like upper or lower torso. Yeah, that's correct. Now we'll put this aside for now. Now this, we will detach it from the middle. Can we detach it from the middle? Yes. So these are two components. Now we will detach it from here, and this will be one of the arms. As you can see, the hand is folded right there, and this will be one of the foot. And of course, do the same with the other one. Now, let's go with the arms first. So the hands are at the back. Just flip them out. Now these, we will detach on those tabs and then extend. And then attach there. There is a tab right there in a slot. Right there, just lock it in place and then do the same with the other one. Although there isn't a tab on the other side, just extend it like so. Now this will be Superion's right arm, which we will combine with Fireflight later on. And then do the same with the other one. We have here Superion's left arm. Just extend the forearms and the arm, upper arm. So we have here two arms, thighs, and then now let's look at the legs. So for the legs, we will flip this in first. Just tab it right there. Now this one, we will push this from. I just pushed it from the back. Pull it there. This will be the connector. We will lift this up, and then we can lock it through this. You can just push this. Once you've pushed this, this will lock this in place, so it will not fold. Now this will be the toe. Just flip it out and then lock it there in place. Now I don't really memorize which is left or right. I just look at the ankle pivot. Now if the ankle pivot is like this, then this will be the right leg of Superion. Now do the same with the other one. Flip that in. Flip this out. Lock it in place. And then flip out the toe. This will be the left leg of Superion. Now, you kind of know what he looks like. This will be the left leg. This will be the lower torso. Right arm, left arm, and of course, Silverbolt will be the main head. Now, let's start with the legs. I want to start with the legs. The right leg will have air raid. Oops, sorry. So, in order to transform air raid, let's remove the weapons first, the guns, because we won't be needing it here. First, flip in the landing wheel. Yep. Then, what I'd like to do is the cockpit, we will put this in its original configuration when in robot mode. Now, after we're not yet done. After we're done with this, we're going to pull out the cockpit and then push it down so that it's angled this way. This will give us space for the head to completely tuck in inside. So like that. Now, flip out the wings just like this. And then for these, the back of the wings, rotate them and then fold the back wings as well so that it's tight and compact. Now, this is how it excuse me, this is how it's transformed in its combined mode. Now we can combine or attach it to Superion's leg. There are 4 points of connection, these 2 tabs and these 2 circular tabs right at the bottom. They will connect here right on the shoulders and here right at the bottom part of the feet. I guess that's a feet. So for me, it's easier to connect it from the bottom first. There. So connect it from the bottom first. Make sure that both connections are secured. And yeah, by the way, if you didn't notice, of course you wouldn't notice because I haven't showed you. But once you put, this is like an automatic mechanism that once you put the air button, these like doors would close, so that it won't be hollow and it won't show like air raids front. Now, once I've tabbed in the ones at the bottom, we're going to basically just tab in, align, and tab in the ones at the top. So both parts are tabbed in. Now we have the right leg combined. Now we'll do skydive now. So let's remove the weapons first. Exactly the same as air raid. So flip in the landing gear first. We will pull the cockpit back in its original configuration in robot mode. Pull back like the nose and then pull it back like this. Push in the head. Flip in the wings, and flip in the back wings as well. And that is skydive and his combined mode. Now we will again, same points of connection. There are 4 points of connection, 2 there and 2 circular tabs at the bottom. Now, same with air raid, I like to start at the bottom. So connecting the bottom tabs first, because it's kind of tighter there at the bottom. There. And then once I've tightly connected those, I'm going to connect the ones at the top. Just like that. And we have Superion's legs, both in combined mode. Now for the forearms or the arms, this is a bit easier in my opinion, because we don't have to do anything, to be honest. Just remove the guns first. Oh, I guess it's better if I start with slingshot. Sorry. Let me start with slingshot. Oh, sorry, I was removing the guns. I just put them out of camera. Now this one is easier because we're basically just going to cut slingshot in half. So in order to do that, just pull out here on the waist joint. Just pull out harder, just until you hear that click and it's completely free. Now, you can do this. Wait, let me put it in. While the arms are in this state, like you can attach him already, because these are the points of connection. In the chest, there are 4 rectangular slots there, which would connect to these 4 rectangular tabs, along with this ones here as well. Now you can connect the entire. Let me show you. I can show you guys. Right? So it's very easy to connect it as well. So what you need to do is just flip in the landing gear, and you can connect the entire thing, just like that. On the legs, there are 4 points of connection as well. These 2 slots and these 2 slots for these tabs here. Now, once you've put that, you can pull it that way, like in that way. I just don't like doing it because I find it difficult. That's why I do it. I suggest doing it separately. Should I show you guys? Yes, I should show you. I really don't want to show you guys because it's difficult, and I suggest my way is easier, but it's better to show you. So this is how you do it. So once you've tabbed it in, you can flip out the wings and then just basically I even forgot how I did it before. Just make sure that There. So you see, it's kind of a hassle. It's kind of uncomfortable, in my opinion. It feels uncomfortable for me to do it like that. But yeah, as you can see, you need to tab this in as well. Again, no, I can't have it there. So this is the combined form. I guess it's better to show you guys the two ways. So this is slingshot in its combined form. The left arm of Superion. Now we can flip this in too, sorry. Now let's put that here on the side. Now let's do Fireflight, my way, my most more preferred way. So the first one is of course push in the landing wheel, push this down, and then basically just detach it in that joint in the middle. Now, the reason I say this is better because you don't have to pull the entire forearm while the figure is there. You just need to make these figures like air raid or slingshot and fireflight into two separate figures and then just combine them and just attach them or tab them here. In my opinion, this is way easier than what I just showed you earlier with slingshot. There, as you can see, we have both. Now we have all four of them in their combined modes. We have air raid, skydive, fireflight, and slingshot. Now for the leader of the aerial bots, of course, remove the gun first. Now we will fold in the landing wheels. Fold this in the tip of the wings. Oops. Now we will lift this up, similar to his robot mode configuration of the back of the back of Silverbolt, but we'll leave this hanging like that for now. And for the tip or the cockpit, we will fold this in. Sorry, we will open this up. Why can't I get it to open? Ha! We need to open this up. There. I can't open it. There. Open it up. Fold the tip in and close, and then we're going to detach and then basically pull this down. We're not going to lock this in place yet. Now we can fold the wings just like this for now, just to get it out of the way. Rotate Superion's head. Look at that face. That's awesome. Now we have all 5 aerial bots in their combined modes. Now let's combine. Let's start with, of course, the leader, Silverbolt. Now there are 3 points of connection. This slot will connect to these 2 tabs, and this tab right here will connect to Superion's behind, or Silverbolt's behind. Right there, there's a circular tab there. So just connect this in place, just like that. And then we will fold this in, and that should connect or securely tab it in. Now once we've done that, we can not that one, configure the wings or the back of the wings like how we do it in Silverbolt's robot mode. So you can tab this in just like that. Now, oops, it's not supposed to happen. It detached. So now we're going to connect the lower torso or the thigh to the upper torso. These 2 tabs right here will connect to these 2 slots in his chest. So just connect them properly or firmly. Now we have Silverbolt slightly combined with Superion. Which one should I go first? The arms or the legs? Let's go with the arms. Let's go with the left arm first. Now this is easy. We'll basically just slide this in. Slide this like this. And make sure it's all the way in. And that is Superion's left arm with slingshot. Then of course do the same with the other one. For Fireflight, the right arm right there. So here we have Superion without the legs. Now before I combine this, let me just adjust my camera because I can't get the entire thing. Okay, so now I have it zoomed out because my table is small. Sorry. Now, in order to combine the legs, so this is the left leg first. We'll basically just slide it here. We'll basically slide this connection here. Just push it in and make sure it is, oops, sorry, I moved my camera. Make sure it is all the way in. There. Now, of course, we'll do the exact same thing with the other one. Push it all the way, and there we go. We have Superion fully combined right here. Yeah. And he looks awesome. He just looks amazing. Let me fix the camera right there. Now for the gun. So this gun, there is a tab here which you can pull out, which is kind of difficult. Right there. Now this will be where you'll tab it in, and we can connect Silverbolt's gun here at the tip to make it even longer. Now, Silverbolt can hold the gun in two tabs here on the hand, and this square tab right, or slot right here, will connect to this square tab to make it more secure. So this is Superion fully combined, which is really awesome. Now, for the guns of the individual aerial bots, there are multiple slots, or yeah, slots where you can tab them in. It's completely up to you where you tab these guys in, or these guns in. So let's take a closer look at Superion. Now for the head. Oh, sorry, how do I make this higher? Just a sec. Now for the head, let's look at the upper part first, because I can't show you guys a close-up if it's zoomed out. Now for the head, of course, this is Superion's head. You can always see it when you have Silverbolt. Now this is awesome. The front, you have here the red and the silver, or gray. Now I like that slingshot and Firefly looks like this here. Now, some people doesn't like how the wings are like sticking out of the forearms. Now what their solution is for this is basically fold these in front and at the back. So Superion has this kind of flap here at the back of his forearm. You can just fold it and fold the wings as well. Now do the same with the other one, and this, to be honest, is a cleaner look. I kind of prefer this version as well, but if you have this, it's kind of difficult to put the gun in, but you can still do it. Of course, stab it in and then just kind of fold it like that. Now I like the fact that this guy is somewhat of a frame combiner or a skeletal combiner. Most guys doesn't like that because this guy is really poseable, and it doesn't rely on the individual figures for posing and stability. Now this guy is really stable as it is, and adding the aerial bots in are just basically for aesthetic and for cool looks. Now there. Now for the legs. Now for Superion's legs and lower portion. To be honest, I'm not a fan of it because you cannot see the aerial bots from the front. It's just legs. It really looks like legs. It's not a combiner legs. You can only see air raid and skydive at the back, which is really unfortunate in my opinion. I would have preferred if we can see them in front, but this is, I think, this is really how he looked like, but it's still unfortunate. That's why I'm excited for Bruticus, because I know the legs would, I know that Bruticus would be somewhat of a skeletal combiner as well, but kind of mixed in the legs part, because I think that the transformers for that forms his legs will be shown, unlike here with Superion, which is not shown. Now that you've seen the Superion a little bit up close, let's take a look at his articulation. Now, since Superion is a frame or skeletal combiner, articulation isn't really an issue for him, so his head can move sideways, up and down, and it can tilt a little bit to the sides. His arms can do the full 360, move to the sides all the way. I just wish one thing. I just wish they put some, what they call it, gap fillers here, because it looks kind of weird. There is a bicep swivel. The elbows can bend the full almost 90. There is a wrist swivel as well. For the waist, there is a waist swivel, although it's kind of tight, but there is a waist swivel. Let me that up. His legs can kick all the way to the sides. Really nice ratchet joint there. For the front, he can kick all the way forward, bend his knees, almost 90, not 90 because it's the skydive is in the way, and bend legs all the way to the back like that. And he has thigh swivels as well, and of course the ankle pivot, which is really cool. Now this combiner is really poseable, as you can see. That is really the advantage of having a skeletal combiner. Now let's do some size comparisons. Now here is Superion with a bunch of 86 figures, other 86 figures, I'm sorry. Now, although he is big, he is not what I imagined Superion would be. Because as you can see, he is 86 Optimus Prime is almost half of him. And I think in the Skybound comics, if I remember correctly, Superion was carrying Optimus and the other Autobots in his hand. So that's how big he should have been. But I don't really mind. I love the fact that he is this big. And it scales really well with the others, just not Optimus, because Optimus is really big. But yeah, this is really nice. And for the next and final comparison, we have here the 86 Devastator, his rival. And as you can see, Devastator still towers over Superion, but Superion still looks cool. He has a bigger gun than Devastator. Now for final thoughts on the Age of the Primes Combiner Superion. This guy is better than what I expect, to be honest. The skeletal frame that it has works really well, making him really poseable and not reliant on the figures for its stability and posing. Although I am kind of disappointed with the legs, I wish there was a way that we could have seen skydive and air raid, but that's how it is. I love the scaling, I love the details on it, and this is my second ever combiner, and so far I'm really having fun with this guy. So yeah, I hope you guys also had fun watching my video and watching me struggle with Superion size. Please like and subscribe if you do. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.